So White Crane taking on UAE Polo. It's White Crane Black, UAE Polo, the final of the British Ladies Open Championship 2024. We are just a few minutes away from getting this game underway, so please do take your seats. I believe there are refreshments around. I can see the van on the far side in the middle for those at the ground. And a warm welcome to all of those joining us online. And what a final this promises to be. My name is John Kent, and to be delighted to be here with you on Polo Line TV. Hazel Jackson, you see there in the tent of UAE Polo. 10 goals, of course, in the ladies, taking on Mia Cambiasso. Really excited to see Mia here today. Perotto, her brother, plays tomorrow, of course, but the White Crane Black team, they come really meaning business in this contest. So just take you through the two lineups for you in this final. White Crane Black, Jasmine Carvert-Ansari, she plays at number 1. 3 goals in the ladies section. Charlie Spilsbury also off 3 goals. And then that power couple at the back. Mia Cambiasso playing off 8. And Millie Hine also playing off 8 goals. Playing against UAE Polo, Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. She plays at number 1 off 4 goals. Ashley Muddle at number 2 off 1 goal. And then Lottie Lammercraft off 7. And Hazel Jackson, the 10-goal player, she plays at the back. So it is for those here at the ground, just for one change from the lineups as per the website. The website has Millie Hine at 3, Mia Cambiasso at 4. That is just to confirm. That is Mia in the number 3 shirt. Younger sister, as I mentioned, older sister of Perotto Cambiasso, who plays tomorrow for La Dolfina Great Oaks. 2 umpires on the ground, Charles Seville and John Martin. Gary Jones, he is your third man in the stand. .22-goal level then here in this ladies 4 chuckers. The final now, the subsidiary final due to get underway at 5 p.m. Thank you to all of those here at pitch side as well. As mentioned, we are also covering this live online on Polo Line TV. We will have the benefit of the instant replay for those watching online. So please do excuse me if the occasional talking to replay is done. I will try and separate it, but really excited. The horses for the chucker. White Crane Black, Jasmine Carvert-Ansari, she comes out on Faye. Charlie Spilsbury, she's on Lysa. Millie Hine, she is on 51. And Mia Cambiasso on Kuchara. UAE Polo to go through the horses for them as well. Her Highness Sheikha Mehta, she is on Cangrejo in this opening chucker. Ashley Muddle, Margia Drelli, Lottie Lammercraft on Eskimo, and Hazel Jackson on Michinga. So just for those online, as the players line up in front of us, please do follow us on socials. Let us know where you are. Polo Line OK, Instagram, Polo Line Int on Facebook, and Polo Line TV on YouTube. I think we're just going to have a lineup, so I will call the players out for pubs of those at the ground. So we are just going to have the players line up in front of us, so we'll introduce them to this crowd. Thank you to all of those who have made it pitch side first of our 2 British Open finals. Delighted to host them, of course, here at Cowdray Park. So if I could please first call forward for White Crane Black side, playing at number 1, Jasmine Carvert-Ansari. Playing at number 2, Charlie Spilsbury. Playing at number 3, Mia Cambiasso. And at back, Millie Hine. Playing against them, UAE Polo. Playing at number 1, Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Playing at number 2, Ashley Muddle. Playing at number 3, Lottie Lammercraft. And at back is the 10-goal player, Hazel Jackson. So those are your two sides. White Crane Black, they play out there in the black. UAE Polo in the famous shirts, the white shirts. Really excited to see how this game goes. The final of the British Open. King Power, last year's winners, they are in the subsidiary final. But to get this game underway, it will be UAE Polo heading towards the scoreboard end. White Crane Black heading towards the Midhurst end. Both of these sides took part in the British Open as well this year. UAE, of course, the reigning champions from 2023. And let's see how they go. The second time these two sides have played this year. White Crane Black, they came out on top in the opening contest. And Mia Cambiasso looking to go on a run straight away to goal. Cambiasso taking on Jackson. Just slows it down here. Mia Cambiasso has a look up towards the goal. Sends it up looking for the number 1. But it just comes against the pony. And Jackson with the backhand looking for Muddle on the turn. But beaten to it by Spilsbury. Over the top there was Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. And there is an early whistle on the play. As we have a look here on the instant replay, you can see that with the backhand, just got enough on it, and a couple of players in black coming across the line as Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. So it is going to be what looks like a spot penalty in favour of White Crane Black. So it's going to be Millie Hine. She's about 70 from goal. Millie Hine chooses to tap it. Lottie Lammercraft, she waits. Hine sends it up into the pony of Lammercraft, and the umpires blowing the whistle. We've seen this rule come into play. They just adjudge there. Millie Hine a little bit too close to send that big shot into the pony there of Lottie Lammercraft. So it's going to be a spot hit in favour of UAE Polo. So Lottie Lammercraft's horse, no problem. The umpire's just, of course, allowing her to double check. All happy and okay to continue. And Lottie Lammercraft will be coming back here on Eskimo. Lottie Lammercraft leaving it now for Hazel Jackson. Part of that Black Bears side we saw in the quarterfinals this time last weekend of the British Open. Sends it up now, looking for Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Sheikha Mehta now looking to go. It's a great approach shot down the ground. She's all on her own out here on Lawns ground number 1. Her Highness Sheikha Mehta couldn't quite find the final shot, and bringing it away now will be Cambiasso. Cambiasso beaten to it by Jackson. Jackson with the next shot towards the goal, wide to the left-hand side. But an early chance there for Hazel Jackson, just goes wide left. But White Crane Black, they can't give away too many chances like that. And it is going to be Millie Hine to bring the ball away. The double act of Hine and Cambiasso. Now Cambiasso looks to go. Sends a shot out here towards the boards. Mia Cambiasso, the older the older sister of Proto Cambiasso, daughter, of course, of Adolfo. Sends the ball down the ground, looking for the run now of the number 2. It's Spilsbury out in front with the approach shot towards the goal. This is great polo here by White Crane Black. Just takes away Muddle. Great play there by Spilsbury. Has a look behind her, and it's going to be full behind now for Muddle, but the umpire is spotting a foul on the play. So as we have a look here at the instant replay, it looked like Hazel Jackson just getting behind there. Mia Cambiasso talking to the third man. And it is going to be a close penalty here. Penalty 2, 30-yard shot, or penalty 3 in favour of White Crane Black. So a 30-yard penalty hit by Millie Hine. A beautiful shot there straight through the goalpost. The flag is waving. We have the opening goal of the Ladies British Open final, and it goes in favour of White Crane Black. Players make their way back to the centre of the ground. Ends, of course, change after every goal is scored. So it will be White Crane Black heading towards that scoreboard end now. Umpires will just wait for that gap to form. And the ball goes in play. It's at the front there with Calvin and Sari, but beating them all to it is Hazel Jackson. Now Jackson looks to go, picks it up superbly on the near side. Cambiasso appealing for a foul. Jackson, though, superb control by her, but Cambiasso not giving up the chase. And the ball gets left behind, and it's Millie Hine with the backhand. The counter-attack is on, and this is where White Crane Black are at their best as they're bringing it away now with the South African Spilsbury. Spilsbury now being chased by Her Highness Shaker Mater. Great defensive play by Shaker Mater, and the open backhand hit by Lamacraft finding Ashley Muddle. Muddle hooks out the play there. Millie Hine falls for Cambiasso. Cambiasso sends it now, looking to see if she can find Spilsbury, but picking it up and clearing it away in defence now is Lottie Lamacraft. Local player Lottie Lamacraft just hooked out the play there. Now will be Calvin and Sari. The danger not yet over for UAE Polo as White Crane Black come through with Charlie Spilsbury. Spilsbury with the shot. Can she finish it off? It's great attacking Polo through the hook, and it's going to be another goal for White Crane Black, and they lead the game here halfway through the first of our four chuckers. 2-0. Superb attack in play there by Spilsbury. She just found her way under the hook of Lamacraft. The players back in the centre of the ground. Now they've got to be quick getting back here at Lamacraft and at Muddle. 4 take 2 as they just make their way back on side, which they now are as Hazel Jackson hooked out the play. Here now is Spilsbury again. What a great chucker the young 3-goal player from South Africa is having as she leaves it now for Millie Hine. Hine picks it up, sends it down the ground, looking to see if she could find Cambiasso, but she'd come back round, so it's now there for Lamacraft. The 7-goal player with the backhand, taken now there by Muddle, only as far as Cambiasso. Cambiasso hits the backhand, and it's going to be Hine again. The little flick tail, but turning onto it first was Jackson, but the umpires blow a whistle on the play. So we have a look here on the instant replay. You saw the backhander played, and it looks here, yeah, Jackson probably had to go near side as we just wait to see confirmation from the umpires. We're going to have a chat with the third man. So the umpires did just want to double check with the third man, but Hazel Jackson just having to go on at the near side there. She came across on the offside, so it's going to be moved up down the ground. It's going to be a penalty for 60-yard shot. White Crane Black victorious over UAE Polo team earlier on in this tournament. What an opening chucker they're having. That's it's a great penalty down the ground, but it's just wide to the right-hand side. Unlucky there for Millie Hine. The Hine name, of course, daughter of former England captain Andrew Hine. We saw her two brothers winning the British Open a couple of years ago when with Thai Polo, as it goes out left there by Hazel Jackson. Looking to see if she can find Lottie Lamacraft. Lamacraft just leaves the ball behind, and here now will come Spilsbury. Spilsbury with the tap. Behind her there was Her Highness Shaker Mater. Coming now with the ball is Spilsbury. Spilsbury sends it down the ground. She's being chased every step away there by Hazel Jackson, but Spilsbury with the cut shot, looking for a little bit of open space, but she's just written out the play. It's good play by Hazel Jackson, just using all of her experience now to bring it back towards the centre of the ground. Jackson chased every step away by Hine. It was good pressure by Millie Hine as it's taken across the ground again by the South African player Charlie Spilsbury. Looking now to take on Lammercraft in defence. Just forces her out wide. Left behind now and picked up here by Millie Hine. Given there to Spilsby. Coming across there was Jackson again. And now the counter-attack has gone as Lottie Lammercraft looks to go. It's Lammercraft now taking on Millie Hine. Hine forcing Lammercraft out. Great approach shot there by Lammercraft as she takes it down the ground. It's now she just got to find one more shot. It's rolling left. Can she get there in time? Lottie Lammercraft cuts it back in, but wide to the left-hand side. 2 goals to love it remains, but great polo there by the UAE polo team. And it is going to be white, grey and black with the ball on the back line. And Millie Hine. Great work being done there by Jasmine Calvert-Ansari and Charlie Spilsby just to give Mia Cambiasso a space. Now Hazel Jackson pushing Calvert-Ansari across, and the umpires blow the whistle, stopping Hazel Jackson in her stride. As we have a look here on that instant replay, it did look pretty clear from up above. You see there Hazel Jackson just pushing across there. Jasmine Calvert-Ansari went for the near side, but the umpire saying she'd come across in front, so it's going to be another penalty. We'll see. Not many players in defence where they take this one up to. As the Farringdon team there, Louisa Watts in the stand, playing for Harrison at the moment, 15-goal level. Great to see her supporting the ladies' game. So it is going to be a penalty for in favour of White Crane Black. And another chance here for Millie Hine. Millie Hine just went right of the goalpost with that last effort, but she had plenty of power on it. Let's see if she can convert this time round. They might be moving this one up. They've just been chatting to Gary Jones, the third man, and they've moved it up to a 40-yard penalty. There was the discussion with no players back in defence for UAE Polo team. They're just explaining the decision there to Hazel Jackson. They've decided a 40-yard penalty. It's a little bit closer. Millie Hine. So Tyne with a penalty. Oh, look at the stop by Hazel Jackson as she's gone now, taking it right out the air on the end of her stick, and it's Hazel Jackson ridden off there by Spilsby just before she could really get going. No backup there. You hear Hazel Jackson asking for support. The backhand played, though, by Millie Hine. Coming across there is Her Highness Sheikha Mehta, who's had a great opening chucker here. The first buzzer's gone as Her Highness Sheikha Mehta now takes it out towards the board. It's on the near side, called off there now by Hazel Jackson. Hazel Jackson hooked up the play by Hine as it falls now between Spilsby and Lammercraft. Lammercraft with the near side shot down the line. Good pressure there by Muddle to take away Calvert-Ansari, so it's still there with Lottie Lammercraft. Couldn't quite bring it out behind her horse's legs and bringing it clear now before getting there under pressure by Muddle. Muddle hits the tail backhand. Can UAE Polo team get there? No, that's the end of her first chucker. Hit the ground. Let's give a round of applause to both sets of teams. And it's White Crane Black who lead 2-0 as we go off here at the end of chucker 1. We're presented here by Standing Rock on Polo Line TV, and it's White Crane Black leading 2-0. welcome back here on Polo Line TV. Great to see Millie Hine out here. Already 8 goals, going all the way in this sport, winning tournaments all over the world. So as we have a look out here, some of the horses. Jasmine Carver-Ansari, she is on Chanita in this second chukker. Charlie Spilsbury on Partusa. Millie Hine on Monshine. And Mia Cambiasso on Bagley. Having a look at horses for the UAE polo team. Her Highness Sheikha Mehta out there on Matilda. Ashley Muddle on Sardina. Lottie Lamacraft on Gandhi. And Hazel Jackson on Picante. Hazel Jackson, was great to see her playing a mixture of her own horses and some of the Black Bears ones as well. Enjoying her run in the Gold Cup. The second chukker now about to get underway. The ball goes in play. UAE polo team and Hazel Jackson. They could do with an early goal in this second period of play. Leaves it now to Lamacraft. Picked up though in front of them all there by Cambiasso. Cambiasso all met there by Jackson. Jackson wants another go. The next shot, I don't think she's quite found the accuracy again, but a couple of sighters at goal for Hazel Jackson, but just unable to convert so far. So remains here 2-0. White, crane, black. Of course, was Alexi Carver-Ansari with white, crane, white, who played the British Open. We've seen Jasmine playing the high goal in the 18 goals successfully this season. Great to see her side here in the final of this British Open, and it is Jasmine who looks to go. Jasmine Carver-Ansari didn't have the line, so instead it's going to be Hazel Jackson to bring it round. The 2 England internationals, Hazel Jackson and Millie Hine, coming together. Good pressure by Hine, just forcing Hazel Jackson a little bit back as she does grab control eventually, and now sends it down the ground, looking for Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Her Highness over the top of the play, and it's going to fall now for Hine. Hine with the tap, looking to take on Jackson again, but the umpires just stopping the play. So Hine did really, really well there. We'll see on the instant replay, just turning it back round. Hazel Jackson just got drawn in. She tried to pull away, go on the near side, couldn't quite get there, so the umpires call a penalty 5B. Very impressive opening to the game there. Millie Hine been putting a lot of pressure there on Hazel Jackson. Like it was Alexi Carver-Ansari and Andrew Blake Thomas there in the tent. As their white crane side come away with the play. Millie Hine this time didn't quite connect. UAE Polo looking to get there with Lamacraft and Muddle, but being brought away. Superb play by Millie Hine. And look how she just takes away Hazel Jackson. She backs herself there as Lottie Lamacraft got the tail backhand, as it was eventually left behind. But the white crane black attack is relentless here in this second chukker. Jasmine Carver-Ansari over the top of the ball. There is Cambiasso with the backhand. Great to see Mia Cambiasso. I'm sure her father Adolfo watching from Argentina here in this final. So great to see Mia. And then her brother, of course, Perotto, playing in the final. Tomorrow's it sent down the ground, looking for Hine at the front. Lamacraft has to get there. Lamacraft, great clearing backhand. The danger not yet over. It's Spilsbury, it's Hine with the shot. Can one of them finish it off? Across there comes Hazel Jackson. Danger not yet over as Hazel Jackson hooked up the play. It does look like they survive for now as Spilsbury stolen by Hine, but I think the umpires blow their whistle. Have a look here on the instant replay. I wonder this time it could be in favour of the white shirts. As you saw there, yeah, Hine just turning across in front of Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Great to see so much interest out here. Photographers all the way down the sideline, as I mentioned earlier on. This ladies segment of the game, it really is amazing to see the growth. And great to see these two sides, UAE Polo team, white crane black, massive supporters of the game as well. So it's going to be Hazel Jackson with the shot, looking to take on Cambiasso. Cambiasso forcing Hazel Jackson into the shot. Didn't get the cleanest contact on it. She now looks to run to the left-hand side. So dynamic in those positions as the ball is left behind. The tail backhand played. Looking to get there first is Her Highness Shaker Mater with the near side backhand, but the umpires have spotted something again. So a bit of whistle here in this second chukker, still about the halfway point. So we have a look at the instant replay. Her Highness Shaker Mater, I think, came across, didn't quite get the even ride off. And it's going to be penalty shot down the ground in favour of White Crane Black. Big weekend, of course, here at Cowdray Park. A beefer party taking place tonight. You can see that in the blue tent. I believe tickets are still available. And tomorrow we get underway. We've got the Rodder Polo. I believe at 1:30. That one will be live on Polo Line TV as well before the British Open. Dubai, the undefeated Dubai, the undefeated Ladolfina Great Oaks. That game at 3 o'clock. Here, first of all, it's going to be penalty for 60-yard penalty for Millie Hine. Millie Hine, what a great shot that is by Millie Hine through the goal. A wonderful penalty. Millie Hine, she makes it 3-0. And White Crane Black already seen a lot of success here in the ladies' high goal this year. They are looking for another victory here at Cowdray Park. And this duo of Millie Hine and Mia Cambiasso backed up so well by Jasmine Calvert-Surrey and Charlie Spilsbury. Ooh, I think Millie Hine just tried to sneak over the wrong side of the line there. Not the most subtle, perhaps. So the ball goes into play. It's out the back of the line now, and it's brought away, and look how quick she is. It's Mia Cambiasso running away. We've seen her father doing that year after year, and what a shot that is, but it's just going to go wide to the right-hand side. But you just saw how quick Mia Cambiasso, she as well, of course, did play in the high goal mix level in the Queen's Cup with the Ladolfina side alongside her father, Adolfo Cambiasso, and you could see the Cambiasso genetics coming into play there. So I think the umpires have just blown a whistle on the ground, so a slight stoppage. And I think it's Hazel Jackson might have just said a little bit too much there. Has been given a yellow card as well. So Hazel Jackson got to be careful, getting a little bit frustrated out here early, and it's a close penalty. Technical penalty for White Crane Black. And it's another great shot there by Millie Hine through the centre of the goal. Just for 160 missed, otherwise pretty perfect for Millie Hine in this game. And you can hear the Hine support on the far side of the ground, but a wonderful penalty there. Millie Hine put so much work into her game all around the world. This White Crane Black side, they lead. About 3 minutes to go here in this second chukker. Coming across there, Hazel Jackson. Whistle has gone. So we have a look here on the instant replay using the drone here on Polo Line TV. It was Charlie Spilsbury hit the shot. Hazel Jackson it was coming across. And it's going to be a penalty shot in favour of White Crane Black. We had a look at the instant replay on the drone footage here with Polo Line TV. Charlie Spilsbury was on the line. So plenty of chat going on the ground. Just asking whether for waiting Hazel Jackson was 30 yards. The umpire's happy she was, but look at that set play, Polo. It was nearly perfect, just deflected there off the pony of Muddle. So it's going to be a Highness Shaker Mater. Couldn't quite get the backhand. Coming now, Mia Cambiasso hooked out the play by Jackson. Lottie Lamakov couldn't quite get the touch, but it's great play there by Spilsbury again. Spilsbury ridden out there by Muddle. Now with Cambiasso. Cambiasso running through at speed. Under pressure. It doesn't put her off. Wonderful goal there. Mia Cambiasso makes it 5-0. Great attacking play there as we have a look on the instant replay. Cambiasso came through so fast. Lottie Lamakov did everything she could. But they're looking really good out here as we come to the end of this first half. A couple of White Crane players go off and change. Mia Cambiasso coming back at speed. And it's going to be White Crane Black with the initiative here. They lead this British Open final, but with Hazel Jackson, Lottie Lamakov against you, you can't give any chance to UAE Polo team, so they're going to have to keep going out here as Millie Hine beaten to it this time by Jackson, and now Jackson looks to go. This is why Hazel Jackson is 10 goals. Jackson with the tap ball, it's just gone wide to the left-hand side, open backhand, Hazel Jackson, goal of the game so far, Jackson, and they have their names on the board. Wonderful attacking play, Hazel Jackson, she sent it out left, and what an open backhand that was right in front of Mia Cambiasso. 5-1 coming towards the end here of this first half. Is that the chance for goal that UAE Polo team just need to start bringing themselves back into this game? Ball goes back into play. Can they get one more before the halfway point? Here now is Cambiasso looking to make sure that's not the case, and she can maybe go herself, just appealing for the line. No one out in front of her, so it's gone straight to Jackson. Jackson now turns it round. To her left-hand side goes Muddle. Muddle under pressure there from Charlie Spilsbury. Great play there, confident play by Spilsbury, but just left it behind. Calvin Sari with the tail backhand. Looking now for Cambiasso to get there, and Cambiasso takes it out now towards the board. She's got Millie Hine. These two work so well together. Cambiasso and Hine. Cambiasso this time beaten again, and it's Hazel Jackson who looks to go. She's being chased by Hine, but Hazel Jackson on the near side, taking matters into her own hands, but it's taken away. Great defensive play by Millie Hine, and cleared eventually by Cambiasso. Coming across there is Lamercraft. Looking at the umpires was Cambiasso. They're happy for play to continue as we go into the final 30 seconds, and that will be the end of the second chukker. Hit the ground. If I could please ask for a round of applause, and then all of you to make your way out onto Lawns Ground number 1. Tread in the divots. We're at the halfway point. 5-1. Oh, it's 5 chukkers. I take it back. Please, nobody go out yet. It's 5 chukkers. Back to your seats. I got a little bit excited. Please sit down again. 5 chukkers. My apologies. Rest a little bit longer. So apologies here. It's not the halfway point. 5-1. White Crane Black, they lead. Players about to make their way back out onto the ground. Apologies, there is 5 chuckers. Not before I got a little overexcited for halfway point. But White Crane Black, their horses. Jasmine Cavansari on Costurera. Charlie Spilsbury on Pelicana. Millie Hine on Capacitada. And Mia Cambiasso on Expression. Having a look now at the UAE Polo Team horses. Her Highness Sheikh Meta. She plays on Istanbul. Ashley Muddle on Khalida. Lottie Lammercraft on Cartel. And Hazel Jackson on Illuminate. So, end of the second chukker. 5 goals to 1. White Crane Black, they lead. Winners earlier on in this tournament in a repeat matchup. UAE Polo Team did really well in a winner-takes-all battle last Thursday to get to this final. So it is going to be White Crane Black, Millie Hine. Bringing the ball into play. Plenty of talk still out on the field. The umpires having to keep control of measures, and this time it's worked really well. Once again, it's great work by Cowdray being sent out there to Mia Cambiasso. Cambiasso under pressure from Jackson. Cambiasso just slows it down. Coming there now is Hazel Jackson. Great play by Jackson. She's really coming to her own the last chukker or so. Sent it down the ground. The 10-goal player, Hazel Jackson, looking for Her Highness Sheikh Meta. Great defensive pressure by Cavansari. The near side backhand played by Hine, but there to bring it straight back at them will be Hazel Jackson on Illuminate here in this third chukker. With the tap, looking to take on Cambiasso. Lovely shot down the ground it is. The little chip looking for anyone at the front to take it. Her Highness Sheikh Meta. She got a touch, but not quite enough. And the backhand played by Hine. There again was Jackson. The players come together again. There's Lammercraft. Lammercraft just wide to the left-hand side. And it will be White Crane Black to bring the ball back into play. And here comes Hine. Hine sends it out to the right-hand side. Looking for Cambiasso. Once again, it's wonderful set play polo by White Crane Black. As bringing it up now is Cavansari. Cavansari leaves it for Cambiasso. Cambiasso with the pass. Cavansari just lost sight of it, allowing Her Highness Sheikh Meta, and it's great play by these two competitors. Bringing it away was Her Highness Sheikh Meta. Not able to pick it up behind the first time was Muddle, but she does for second. And now she has a look out in front of her. Still there with Muddle. Taking it away in front of Spilsbury. Spilsbury coming back quickly with the hook. Left now for Lottie Lammercraft. It's a good open beginning of this third chukkers. Lammercraft with their next shot. Plenty of pressure coming here from UAE Polo. Her Highness Sheikh Meta couldn't quite pick up the shot. And it's the open backhand played by Cambiasso. Now the game really running as Millie Hine beat to the speed this time by Lammercraft. Lammercraft with the near side backhand. Looking for Jackson. Turning first there. Hazel Jackson across there. Came Charlie Spilsbury. She tried to get out the way, but the umpires blow the whistle. We have a look here on the instant replay. You see clearly here, Spilsbury realised what she'd done. She tried to get out the way, but as she was being chased there, they've given the advantage to UAE Polo Team. So penalty 2. 30-yard shot in favour of UAE Polo Team as they just begin to get their way back into this contest. Jackson with the 30, no mistake at all. The goal is scored, and it's second goal of the game for Hazel Jackson. Second goal for her UAE Polo Team. Really wonderful penalty shot there by Hazel Jackson. Mentioned this game, we are streaming live on Polo Line at TV. Tomorrow there are still packages available. If you cannot make the ground for the final, if you are watching online, please do let us know what you think of this contest so far, as Jackson sends a ball down at the ground looking for Her Highness Shaker Mater. There behind her is Cambiasso. Cambiasso again beaten to it by Jackson. Jackson sends it to Her Highness Shaker Mater, beaten by Jasmine Calvin. Sorry, did I hear a whistle? Yes, we did. And it's going to be another penalty shot. And it's going to go in favour of UAE Polo team. Great play it was by Her Highness Shaker Mater coming across. We've seen a similar foul a couple of times in this game. Players switching across from the near side onto the offside. So a penalty, it looks like a 40-yard penalty. So Hazel Jackson, so good from this kind of distance. So much discipline in the way that she practices these penalties. Based locally here to Cowdray Park. Can she make it 5-3? Get a third unanswered goals for the famous white shirts of UAE Polo team. Hazel Jackson through the goal. Nothing Cambiasso could do. The goal is scored, and Hazel Jackson, what a couple of chuckers she's having. It seems the yellow card she was given earlier on in the game, it just kind of lit a spark in her. And ever since then, she has really dominated the game, showing all of her 10 goals out here in this ladies' level of the game. 2 goals in the mixed level, part of the Black Bears quarterfinalists, and now she goes again. Hazel Jackson beating Millie Hine for speed, but just showed too much of it there, and it's Cambiasso with the tail backhand. Coming now there is Hine. Hine too strong first time round, but not the second. For Lottie Lamacroft with the tail, finding Hazel Jackson again, and now Hazel Jackson takes on Mia Cambiasso. She's beaten her for speed. She's beaten her for composure out the air. Hazel Jackson, goal! What a score! What a score, and that is goal of the game. She had a great backhand earlier, but look how she just took the ball out the air in front of Cambiasso, and what a finish. Hazel Jackson, 5-4, and having been 5-0 down, what a series of play this is for UAE Polo team. And Hazel Jackson, what a player. What a player. 2 minutes remaining. This time it is 2 minutes left in the half. I can safely say that at this point, as it's now under the neck there from Hine. What can Hine and Cambiasso do? They were so strict and disciplined in the first chukker and a half. They stayed so close together, and now Hine looks to go, showing what she can do is Lottie Lamacroft. She's got to be careful here. Lottie Lamacroft, the umpires say play on as Vittel backhand is played. Turning first there is Muddle. Looking to get away now. And now goes Ashley Muddle. She's got the green grass of Lawns Ground number 1 out in front of her. She's being chased by Cambiasso. It's Muddle reaching up behind her. Ashley Muddle just slows it down now. Approaching the 40. The next shot. It's rolling. It's rolling wide to the right-hand side. But UAE Polo team, what a play they are having. What a chukker and a half. 1 goal separates us here. The final of the British Ladies Open. And what a contest. The top seeds coming here to this final. White Crane Black, they started with all the momentum, but they are up against it here. The pressure is mounting, but they go now with Cambiasso. Cambiasso taking on Hazel Jackson. The umpires have a look. They're happy as Hazel Jackson takes away the player. Hits the near side backhand, looking for Lottie Lamacroft. It's great combination play as Lottie Lamacroft takes on Millie Hine. Hine pushes Lottie Lamacroft out to the boards. Good play by Hine. She now turns around. Now, where's Cambiasso? Cambiasso spreading the play with Hazel Jackson. They choose to pass it, looking for Mia Cambiasso. Cambiasso picks the ball up on the bounce. Just a flex off the pony. Now, who turns first? It's going to be a Hine Shaker Mater to get there in front of Millie Hine, looking for Jackson. You could see what she was thinking as the open backhand now looking for Spilsbury, but the umpires bring a stop to the play. As we have a look here at the instant replay. It was a great backhand played by Millie Hine. 4 players all came together. We'll see which one the umpires are going to give this one to. So it's going to go in favour of Hazel Jackson once again. For those here following us on social media, we are across Instagram, Facebook and YouTube for Polo Line TV. Like I said, tomorrow's coverage of the Open, that one will be live streamed as well. There are still packages available should you not be able to make it here for the game. So Hazel Jackson, the chance to make it 5 goals all. Jackson didn't get the cleanest of touches. Oh, great touch there by Millie Hine. Now look for Cambiasso. Tracking her was Jackson, so it's going to be Millie Hine just taking it forward once. Across in front of her. The umpires, a little bit of a late whistle. Coming through was Hine. So it was a little bit of a late whistle. You just wondered there whether the umpires were going to say there was space. But no space. The umpires said Hazel Jackson a little bit too close. And you think, as we saw early on in the game, they're likely to move this one down the ground. It will definitely at least be a 60. We'll see whether they move it forward even a little bit further. And having been staring down the possibility of 5 goals all, there is going to be a 60-yard penalty to put some daylight between the two sides before the halfway point. So Hine saw her score a beautiful 60. Can she do it once again? It's Hine. It's got the distance, but it's just gone wide to the right-hand side. Unlucky there for Millie Hine. Such a clean striker of the ball. And there does go the buzzer. So let's hear it. And now here at the ground, I can promise you it is your turn to make your way out onto the ground. If I could please now ask you to tread in. You were very enthusiastic last time round. So yep, this time we're good to go. Half time, 5 goals to 4. White Crane Black, they lead UAE Polo. Here on Polo Line, presented by Standing Rock. 2 chuckers to go. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. UAE Polo. out of it gained by Torgata. The backhand played by Musio, but now goes head to Castagnola. Castagnola, he's got away, and watch Fidel go. He just flattens out and head to Castagnola with Lawns Ground number 1 in front of him. It's the perfect approach shot. It's going to be the perfect goal. Head to Castagnola, where he is. Away now for Albuadi out in front. It's Albuadi here for his Dubai side. Bounce of the ball just beats him, but he's backed up by Laule. They are just quicker. They're reading the play. They're anticipating. Dubai now with Laule with the next shot here, calling a pass as it goes to Albuadi on the near side. They can do nothing wrong. Rashid Albuadi near side, under the belly, whatever you want, they score again.
He's won the Camara, the Pilar Cups in Argentina. He's won the Gold Cup in 2020 with his dad. He won the Gold Cup in the USA in 2023. He won the Open in America just recently this year. And look at how this team works. Look, pass, 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 goal! Literally, pass to pass to pass and goal. They are just slipping through the net. King Power's net is not tight.
Slightly characteristic was that Lador being aggressive. They weren't getting those long-range chances. It was going wide. They weren't connecting today. It has been spot on, and they lead 5-1 as Perotto looks to go again. Perotto, he's really got his eye in today. The big cut shot, I think it's going to go straight through the goal. We mentioned he's not missing from far. That is not missing from far. So here we are. Welcome back here on Polo Line TV. The story of the first half, White Crane Black. They flew into a 5-goal lead, 2 field goals, 3 penalties, and then Hazel Jackson, the 10-goal player. She came good and started to dominate proceedings. 4 unanswered goals, 5 goals to 4. That's 2 field goals and 2 penalties for UAE Polo. Throw-ins, UAE Polo just out on top. Now, seeing those fouls committed, that probably tells the story of what led to them being behind early doors. A lot of penalties given away, 9 by UAE Polo and 5 by White Crane Black. And then the yellow card for Hazel Jackson as well. Said thank you to all of those joining and watching with us. I hope I get this pronunciation right. Kumandan Askar, big hello to you. John Gashui, big hello to you as well. And I can see Emily Marshall watching along with us as well over in the States. Please do let us know where you are, what you think of this game. To have a look. White Crane Black, as you see there, 2-0 at the end of the first, 5-1 end of the second, 5-4 end of third.
End of the line out, you know her good side, she's going to be coming flying out, so stand there to meet her, you know. Yeah. Stand at the end is the easiest way, because if it comes out, you can be quick to
Millie Hine, the captain of this White Crane Black side there. As we have a look. Horses for this fourth chukker. Jasmine Calvert-Ansari coming back here in at this chukker on Lupita. Charlie Spilsbury on Muda. Millie Hine on Vilma. And Mia Kamiasu on Altamira. Altamira, I'm pretty sure I saw that horse played by Beltran Laulay earlier on in the tournament in the British Open. We'll see if that one comes back out tomorrow. Her Highness Sheikha Mehta, she is on Simpatica in this chukker. Ashley Muddle back on Margia Drelly. Lottie Lamacraft on John Boy, and Hazel Jackson on Michinga. So those are your horses here for this fourth of our 5 chukkers. Shot at the end of the third chukker, just going wide to the right-hand side by White Crane Black. So it is going to be the white shirts. They trail just by the 1 goal now, and very much with momentum, wind in their tails. See, it looks like we are still just awaiting umpires to give them a go-ahead. You'd imagine it will be Hazel Jackson, who's just bringing her players, bringing her team back round her to give the instructions on the set play. And we are underway then in this second half. Hazel Jackson, lovely shot down the ground. You can see that has worked exactly as the team were hoping, as Her Highness Sheikha Mehta gets there in front of Spilsbury. But Spilsbury, the pressure was enough, bringing it round. Putting the pressure on in front of her there was Lamacraft. Lamacraft beaten for speed, but there is Hazel Jackson supporting her teammate out. Jackson now, she's got the runner out in front in Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. The instructions from the Monteverdes in the tent for UAE Polo team was open it up, and that is what they are doing now with Her Highness Sheikha Mehta with the cut shot just wide to the left-hand side. But what a run, what an effort, what a set play that was by UAE Polo team. Coming back onto the play then, White Crane Black. So it is here with Millie Hine. Millie Hine just not quite combining with Cambiasso like we saw in the opening chukker and a half, so they just put too much on it. There came Jackson. Jackson beaten to it there. And look at Mia Cambiasso fighting, but Jackson fighting just as hard, drawing a whistle. We'll see which way this one goes. We have a look here on the replay, the umpires as well. I think they're talking to a third man behind me. Jackson and Cambiasso. It looks like there Cambiasso had it. And the umpires awarding the penalty in favour of Mia Cambiasso. Jackson just had to move out for space. And it's going to be a 60-yard penalty. Penalty 4 here for White Crane Black. We've seen Millie Hine convert 1 penalty 4 so far today. Couple just gone wide as well. Close to penalties has been perfect. So what can she do here from the 60-yard mark? Millie Hine with a penalty. It was straight, but it's a great block at the front there by Lottie Lamacroft. Now UAE Polo team look to go. There with the ride-off is Cambiasso. Cambiasso spinning back round. She's got Hazel Jackson to beat though, and Hazel Jackson comes away with the ball again here for UAE Polo team. Jackson sending it down the boards, looking for Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Great defensive play there by Jasmine Carvin-Ansari though, and now there will be Millie Hine. Hine stick in the air, the umpires blowing a whistle. I think they were trying to play the advantage. They're just explaining the position. I think they're wanting a check there again from the third man as Millie Hine spun it round. They want to see whether the space was given to her. So coming to the third man, they've decided Millie Hine wasn't given that space that was needed, so it's going to be another penalty. So we saw the stats at the halfway point here on Polo Line TV, and it was giving away the penalties, but it was slightly the undoing for UAE Polo team in that first half, and that just creeping back into their play here in this fourth chukker. So change and penalty taker being handed over now to Mia Cambiasso. Mia Cambiasso, it's a wonderful strike and it's through the goal. What a penalty that is for Mia Cambiasso. The change of penalty takers works. And White Crane Black, they lead 6-4. Again, that really was a great penalty by Mia Cambiasso. Just having a look on the instant replay. It did catch a wind a little bit, but it just stayed inside that left-hand goalpost. So players back in the centre of the ground. Cambiasso brings it back under her control. Sends it out right. Looking again for Spilsby. Spilsby had a really great opening couple of chukkers. Ridden out the play well by Muddle. And there now is Jackson. Jackson, big open backhand. Picked up now by Lamacroft. You hear that Hazel Jackson calling to leave it, but spotting the danger and going back straight away was Cambiasso. Cambiasso looking to see if she can find Millie Hine. Millie Hine will pick it up in front of Lamacroft. Millie Hine now looking to get there on the near side. Couldn't quite pick it up, and now here with Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Just ridden out well there by Carvin-Ansari, and now there with Spilsby. Spilsby leaves it behind. Mia Cambiasso in front of Jackson. Jackson did well in defence, turns it round now. Who is there on the counter-attack for Hazel Jackson? Jackson looks down for Lamacroft. Lamacroft ridden out well though by Hine, allowing their Cambiasso to come back onto the play. Cambiasso now for White Crane Black. They're in the ascendancy once again. The half-time team talk worked, but there quickly again is Hazel Jackson, taking it right back towards her own goal and now out towards the boards as well. Hazel Jackson coming down the line is Hine. The umpires do blow the whistle eventually. we have another look here at the instant replay. It was Jackson, saw just turning. Millie Hine spotted it. Down to the line she came. So we'll see exactly where the umpires placed this one. It was obviously down at near the back line, but they really were at an angle, so I'd imagine it's going to be a penalty for 60. So a chance again at 6-4. Can they restore that 3-goal lead? So Mia Cambiasso keeps the penalty duties. Cambiasso this time didn't get the cleanest of contacts, but she does get there again. Mia Cambiasso spinning round. Good control there of horse and bull. Sends it now for Spilsby. Hooked up the play, and it's Hazel Jackson again who gets the clearance. Only as far as Hine. Hine with the near side backhand, but it's over back line. The UAE Polo team, they survive this time round. 2.5 minutes to go here. Fourth and penultimate chukker. And here now. Oh. Umpires blowing the whistle. Cambiasso claiming. We'll have a look on the instant replay. As we have a look at the instant replay, yeah, I think they might just have blown Lottie Lammercroft there for the blocking. So you've got to let the first player coming through there a clear run at the player taking the knock-in. They say there that Lottie Lammercroft, she nearly got out of the way looking at the instant replay, but did enough just to stop the clear route. So penalty 4 and a swap back now to Millie Hine as the penalty taker. Millie Hine straight along the ground through the goals. That's another penalty for White Crane Black. 7-4. Now remember, they went 5 goals up. They were pegged back to 5-4. The momentum was against them, but a good, strong fourth chukker here. The difference between the two sides earlier on in the tournament was 3 goals. That is what we see at the moment. And it is all up again to UAE Polo team to get their way back. But with Hazel Jackson in this side, it is definitely possible, but they can't let Cambiasso go, and Cambiasso now looking to run away. It's Cambiasso with a shot down the ground. She's being chased by Hazel Jackson. Cambiasso, Hazel Jackson coming together down on the boards. Good play there by Jackson in defence, but there's just one too many White Crane Black players. Once again as Hines sends it up, looking for Cambiasso. Cambiasso beaten to it by Jackson, but there is Spilsby, but the umpires blow another whistle on the play. Looking around there, Spilsby, I think she might have been the player to draw that whistle as we have a look on the replay. It looked like Jackson had just turned on the line. The umpires are going to go away and have a think about it. They do have the VAR here in the stand. So as we wait and see what the umpires come back with. Once again, remind you, please do let us know where you're watching from across the social media channels. If you are watching live, tell us where you're watching from, what you think of the game so far. And it looks like it is going to go in favour of UAE Polo team. Quickly on that line, Hazel Jackson and Lottie Lammercroft. So just about a minute and a half to go here in this fourth chukker. How UAE Polo team could do with another one. It's Hazel Jackson to bring the ball away. She fancies going here. She's got a couple of players out in front. There is Muddle in front of Millie Hine. And you hear the frustration there of Hazel Jackson again. And it is that similar play we've seen a couple of times. Muddle had to go on the near side, came across on the offside. And I wonder if it'd just be from the spot. It will be. They were going back in the opposite direction. So spot hit here. And it is Millie Hine. Hine sends it up. Cambiasso coming behind, but Millie Hine chose to send it down the ground. There is Lamacroft. Open backhand play by Jackson. Lamacroft coming together. And once again, as we saw in the early stages of the match, White Crane Black just a little bit quicker on the turn as it's sent down the ground. Looking for Spilsby. It's great play. Spilsby hooked out of it by Muddle. Jasmine Calvin, sorry, she couldn't quite get there. Now the counter-attack. Stopped at its source by Cambiasso. Cambiasso, the open backhand. Jackson thought she was going tail, and it turned. It's into the open space. Great defensive play by Lamacroft, now taking it away. Lamacroft taking on Millie Hine. Millie Hine, good defensive play. Lamacroft over the top, and here again will be Cambiasso. Looking for the backhand to herself. Turning in front there was Muddle. Muddle now away for Spilsby, and we've seen her try this once. Can she score the goal this time round? It's actually Muddle with the shot down the ground into the 30. The two South African players once again as she just leaves the ball behind. But she's got her teammate, 10-goal player Jackson, spinning it round. Under pressure there from Hine once again. Still there with Jackson. Just turns to the left on the near side. Great play by Jackson, but read by Cambiasso. Lamacroft making life difficult for Cambiasso, but she does come away with it eventually as Jackson continues to apply the pressure. There's Hine with the shot down the ground. Not long left here as we hear the first buzzer of the fourth go. Here now with Jackson, but there goes the whistle. So let's hear it at the ground. One chucker left in the final of the British Open, and it's 7-4. White Crane Black back out on top here as we just have a look at the instant replay here on Polo Line TV. We'll see what the umpires come back with, but presented here by Standing Rock. And White Crane Black, they lead the game 7-4.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity, a reminder of how humans could be: sincere, trustworthy, and respectful. When we experience their companionship, we feel an indescribable warmth and connection. It's as if they are teaching us. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honoring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Welcome back here as we go into the fifth and final chuck. A big hello to Emily Marshock from Wellington, Florida, Terence Lent, Kian Hall, both joining in. Kian, we look forward to seeing tomorrow. So the horses out here, Jasmine, Calvert and Sari out here on Esperanza. Charlie Spilsbury on Paris. And Mia Cambiasso on Solita. Big chucker here in this game. UAE Polo team, Her Highness Sheikha Mehta coming out on Cangrejo, Ashley Muddle on Hazel, Lottie Lamacraft on Heidi, and Hazel Jackson on her favourite one, Solita, in this final chucker. Warm welcome, of course, online here as well to Mohammed Wakas. Best of luck, UAE Polo team, he says, and Mark dialing in from Malta, all joining us internationally here today. So one chukker remaining here. The final of the British Ladies Open. There will, of course, be a presentation after this game, and the action does not stop either here on this Saturday Cowdray Gold Cup final weekend. The subsidiary final, that one to follow at 5 o'clock. As the ball goes into play, and it's white, green, black. They win possession, and they control the scoreboard. Millie Hine sends it out left, looking for Cambiasso. Look at Cambiasso go. It's Cambiasso fast enough to get away from Lamacraft initially, but Lamacraft keeps on chasing back. Gets there on the near side. Turning first is Hine. Hine with the tail backhand, looking to send it back up. You feel one goal here at the beginning, as Cambiasso is looking for, would really make this difficult for UAE Polo team, as Cambiasso ridden out of it. Hazel Jackson making sure that doesn't happen on the first play. Ridden out well there, as now there is Lamacraft with the near side play. Hazel Jackson coming across on the near side. It's a big play here as Jackson looks down the ground for Her Highness Sheikha Mehta, but still Hazel Jackson now running quickly against Hine, but Hine so quick and strong in defense, takes away Jackson and allows now. Ooh, she just came quickly down that line. Her Highness Sheikha Mehta quick to spot it. It looked like great play from here from Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. Cambiasso, she thought she had more time. Look on the replay, Her Highness Sheikha Mehta right there. And it is going to be a close penalty, a penalty too. Wonderful play by Her Highness Sheikha Mehta. And a big chance here. Hazel Jackson, the way she's been striking these penalties today. 7-5, potentially game on. Jackson with the penalty through the centre of the goal. And there you go, 7-5. And you can't underestimate the work that was done there by Her Highness Sheikha Mehta and winning that foul for her side. Winners of the 2023 Mixed British Open. Can they get the 2024 Ladies Open here at Cowdray Park as it comes out the lineup? There on the near side is Lamacraft. Lamacraft now taking on Millie Hine. Millie Hine so strong in those short plays. Just got it away initially. There again is Sheikha Mehta, but they're both beaten there by Cambiasso. Cambiasso spins it back round. Just needs to get some control on the play now. She sends it down the ground. Look at the speed of Hine coming through. Hine couldn't quite get there on the near side. So now Jackson had the time to spin it back round. She looks to take on Cambiasso for speed out here on Solita. Hazel Jackson. This was one of her ponies that she played in the high goal of the British Open this year as a tail backhand played. A lot of angle on that one by Millie Hine. Across there comes Her Highness Sheikha Mehta, but the whistle is blown. And it looked like there Cambiasso returning the favour, appealing for the foul. Sheikha Mehta didn't quite have the space. And it's going to be a spot hit penalty. Still 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time here. So Millie Hine Close by is Mia Cambiasso. Hines still. Ooh, appealing for a foul. You'd clearly heard her claiming the line. Hazel Jackson thought about it, thought better of it in the end. The near side backhand played, great backhand played, finding Lottie Lamacroft. It's Lamacroft on the near side. Great first shot. She's been chased by Jasmine Calvin-Ansari, but coming onto the play will be Cambiasso once more. Cambiasso spins it back round, turns it, looking for Hine again. Hine looking to get there in front of Lottie Lamacroft. Lottie Lamacroft is strong again in the ride-off. Gets the backhand. Hine reaches back, hooked out the play. Hazel Jackson comes across and she's taken it away. Can she get it out the air? Good play by Cambiasso in defense and cleared up now. We're about the halfway point here of this final chukker. And it will be Cambiasso. Turning it there under the neck, still there with Jackson, though Jackson doesn't want to give up this British Open without a fight, as it's sent down the ground long by Cambiasso, looking to see if she could find Calvin-Ansari. She was hooked out the play, but Lottie Lamacroft committed into it, which just for a second gave Millie Hine space, but it's going to be brought around again now by Jackson. Jackson sends it long down the ground, and now the fielders open up again for Muddle. It's Muddle here for UAE Polo Team. She's got Her Highness Sheikha Mater behind her. Cambiasso not far away as Sheikha Mater takes it out to the left-hand side over the top of the cut shot and brought away now here by Spilsby, Charlie Spilsby, in front of Lottie Lamacroft. Coming down the line is Hine. The umpire is happy as Jackson comes onto it. Jackson turns it round. 2.5 minutes still to go here in this game. Hazel Jackson needs the next goal, and she may well have drawn in Spilsby there to win the foul for her side. If that is indeed the case, which the umpires are suggesting it will be, it's going to be a close penalty, and UAE Polo Team right in here with a chance. So big chance here for UAE Polo Team. They were down and out. They came back. The pressure once again applied. Can they complete the comeback? Or at least bring it into consideration once again? Hazel Jackson with a penalty. Oh, a bit of a late flag, but it is through. The goal is scored. So UAE Polo Team bring it back to just 1 goal here. 7-6. The final of the British Open. Hazel Jackson. What a game she is having. Umpires count down. Still time for either side to make sure they get their names on the 2024 British Open. As it's fair now with Hine. Hine with a little flick on the backhand, but it's Hazel Jackson who comes again. Now, where do her teammates go? It's a long shot down the ground. She's looking for Lamacroft on the run. Cambiasso cool and calm in defense, but beaten to it by Lamacroft. Lamacroft, can she find it? Left it behind of a backup. It's not their first time nor the second time. Jackson keeps the dream alive, but to bring it away now is Cambiasso, but the umpires blow the whistle. It was Lamacroft on the line. Let's wait and see. Lamacroft, she was there. Jackson was out the play. So Lamacroft looks like she may well have won at this penalty for her side. And it is going to be a close penalty here for UAE Polo Team. And this could make it a tied game with just over 1.5 minutes to go. Her Highness Shaker Mater steps up and puts it through the goal, and that is popular with the crowd. Let's hear it here at the ground as both the sides come back. What a game this has been. What a contest. The final of the British Open is going right down to the wire. 7 goals all. They have come back, UAE Polo team. Now, if we are all tied here, when this first buzzer goes, we will play the extra 30 seconds and then sudden death golden goal. Or can either side win it in regulation? Hazel Jackson looking to make sure UAE Polo team have the upper hand to begin with. Good backhand there by Cambiasso. Now White Crane Black look to go again. It's here with Hines, stopped by Lottie Lammercraft. Good play there by Lammercraft with the backhand, looking for Jackson. Jackson now, and UAE Polo team, they've got the overlap, they've got the numbers in front. It's going to be Hazel Jackson. It's Jackson with the next shot. Oh, it's going, it's wide to the left-hand side. The crowd thought it was going in. We could see it so clearly from the grandstand. It just caught the wind at the last second. What a shot that was. What an effort by Hazel Jackson. What a player, Hazel Jackson. They were 5 goals down. And then, like I mentioned, Jackson, she did receive a yellow card, and it just seemed to light that spark in her. Since then, she has really controlled this contest. The cricket players getting excited as well, as the umpires just give a couple of players a chance. But with about 30 seconds to go until we hear the first buzzer go, there's still time for either side to win it. Otherwise, we will be going into a 6th chukker here. What a job done as well, we should mention. The UAE support down there in the tent. We saw the shot of Lucas Monteverde earlier on in the game. I'm sure Jacinto Crotta down there as well. Oh, the umpires blowing a whistle. Let's have a look here. Looked like it was something off the play. So it looks like the decision has gone in favor of UAE Polo team. So it's going to be a 60. Again, it looked like it could well have been a blocking call. So Hazel Jackson, a chance to win it. Hazel Jackson, it's along the ground. They got to stop it. It's looking straight, and it's through the goal. Hazel Jackson, has she won the game for her side? We'll have a look. There were a couple of deflections as it went in. Whether there was another UAE Polo team player who got the finishing touch, it was straight off the mallet. And there it goes. There is the buzzer. And what a comeback. What a performance that was. UAE Polo team, they have done what looked impossible. 5 goals to 0 down. They have won this game 8 goals to 7. Please do here at the ground. Let's show you appreciation one more time for both sets of players. What a game, what a performance. White Crane Black, they started so well, they looked so good, but it was UAE Polo team who came back, and they ran out the winners off the back of an amazing performance by their captain, Hazel Jackson. 8 goals to 7. Please do come show your appreciation to both sets of players here. There will be a prize giving, and then the subsidiary final of the British Open due to get underway at 5 o'clock. Wow. What a comeback that was by UAE Polo team. Look at that score progression. 5 goals to 1 down. It was actually 5 goals to 0. Before Hazel Jackson got the first score of the board. And then after that, it was all UAE Polo team. Winners, it wasn't the prettiest way to win the game, but a penalty going through 8-7 And just look about 10 round is Jacinto Quatrever, Lucas Monteverde, and Shaker Mater. Such a great support for this game. That looked like Tommy Beresford there in the bright shirt. They're all there, this UAE polo team. Condolences, of course, to White Crane Black. They've been so good, undefeated in this tournament to this point. But Lottie Lamacroft there in the pink hat, the local player. Great to see her as well. Ashley Muddle, surname Harry Muddle, her husband, another player very familiar here at Cowdray Park. Her Highness Shaker Mater, of course. All based nearby here at Cowdray. And it is their side who are the winners here. And what a game, and how happy does Hazel look. Amazing to see. I don't think if you told them they were going to win it when they were 5-0 down and seemed unable to stop at that point, the double act of Cambiasso and Millie Hine. But they did it, and they are the British Open champions for 2024. Massive thank you, as we just look at those smiles in the tent, to all of those who have joined us online here today. We, of course, are covering the final tomorrow. We get underway early doors. We've got the Rodder Wheel, the Rodder Polo going on, the final, as we have a look here at some of the best goals of the game. And it was all White Crane Polo to begin with. You see there, that great goal, Charlie Spilsbury. What a young player she looks. Here, Cambiasso it was, coming through at speed, under pressure every step of the way, but wow, did she look like her dad over the years, her brother Perotto, playing in the final tomorrow. As we have a look again, chased by Lottie Lamacroft, just as how they reach out in front, keep control. I'm sure we'll be seeing the two goals of the game. This is the first one by Hazel Jackson, that open backhand, it was so good. She just sent the approach a little wide left, but she kept her cool, kept her composure in front of goal. This was a great goal. Taking it out the air, look at that. Under pressure, and Cambiasso, no less, able to finish it off and showing exactly there why she is. 10 goals and the very best at this ladies level. Look at that. Right out the air, right out the top drawer. Any player scoring a goal like that in the mixed final tomorrow, they will take that. But a big thank you here as we have a look now at the stats here on Polo Line TV. 2 field goals apiece, 10 throw-ins by White Crane Black, but it was the 7 of UAE that were more impactful. But it was fouls committed and the penalties. And you see the difference there, 6 out of 7, including that winning 60, whereas 5 out of 10 for White Crane Black. That could well have been the difference of the game. There was for 1 yellow card given to Hazel Jackson, but she won't mind at all. They come out for winners, a name, UAE Polo team, synonymous around the high goal world with success, and we see them this time. They are the winners of the Ladies British Open Championship for 2024, and we will see them here at the prize giving here at the ground, and we will leave you with the shots there of Hazel Jackson, and it's all smiles for the 10-goal English player Hazel Jackson, and a big congratulations, of course, to Her Highness Shaker Mater and all of us here on Polo Line TV. Thank you for joining us for his first game. We will be back in about 25 minutes or so for the subsidiary final, and we look forward to seeing you all